plays out.
The kickoff team out there getting set. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll look to pin him deep. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. From the shotgun, the inside give. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Works the middle of the field. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Longhorns are on the move. He'll set up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's played. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And that pass picked off. Smashes through. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
First down here for the offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll try the counter. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. It's a draw. Runs through the tackle. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment. Defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He looks that one in nicely. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great...
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch at the 45. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Texas offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Quick release by the QB. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Keeps the legs moving. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. And the field goal unit is on the field. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The give to the right. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Complete downfield. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Slips through the line. And he loses the football on the return. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Quickly to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Aggies are in the hurry-up. He leaves it with his back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running back goes in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Pocket starts to collapse. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in the big moment.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Now on the option. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it, offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. On the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it, offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. So after getting some of that lost yardage back, they'll try again on 2nd and goal. On the option. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's right on target. And tackled there by the defense. It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Utah is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up by 28 over New Mexico. They'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Going over the top. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They move the tight end all over. They'll give it to the back. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Might as well stick with him. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? From the gun, wants to pass. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
So they'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. 2nd and long from the 19. Off play action. Feeling some heat. He lost one down the sideline. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds the tight end. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Excellent field position here for the offense. Movement here from the tight end. Smart move to keep it on the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Defense.
Defense way over-eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Got room on the return. The 40, at the 30, 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas!
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to the running game. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Here's the handoff. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Right back to the well. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. The throw. He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On second down, he'll fire. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He's looking to throw it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. Tackle is made at the 20. On the play, and it is enough for a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Working that left side now. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. Enormous play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. A 6-point game getting very deep in the fourth quarter, and the offense desperately needing to convert this fourth down. He's got it, and they convert. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. From the gun. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Hands it off. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.
Neutrals on infraction. Defense.
Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.